They say if you're walking alone at night, and you see a beautiful woman dancing in the distance, don't follow her. Because when the music stops, and you look down, you won't see feet. You'll see hooves. And by then, the deer woman already has you. Origins in Native American lore. She is a shapeshifter, part woman, part deer, who walks between the human world and the spirit world. She is not just a monster, she is a lesson. Share, like, comment, and subscribe. Reaper American folklores, the whisper at the edge of the woods. They tell a story when the fire burns low. It is a quiet story, a careful story. They say it is best told near the trees, where the shadows grow long and deep. Listen close. You might hear something move just beyond the light. This is a story about a being who walks where the human world ends. She steps where the wild world begins. She is not quite one thing or the other. She is part woman, a beautiful and luring sight in the twilight. She is part deer, an animal of the deep forest, quick and ancient. She is a spirit that holds two shapes in one body, a creature of two separate worlds, walking silently between them. This being has many names across many native nations. In the plains, among the Cherokee, in the stories of the Anishinaabe. The details of her dress, the sound of her voice might change with the telling, but the core of her story remains firm, like a stone at the bottom of a river. She is the deer woman. She is a test. She is a warning. Her presence reminds us that the world is more complex than it seems. It reminds us that some lines should not be crossed. She walks the borderlands, the in-between places, watching and waiting for those who have forgotten the old ways of respect and kindness. Her story is not just meant to create a simple fright. It is a deep and important lesson, passed down from one generation to the next. Grandmothers tell it to their grandsons. At first glance, you would not know the danger. You would only see a young woman. She is often described as possessing a beauty. Her hair is long and dark, flowing down her back like a river of black ink in the moonlight. Her eyes are large and deep, holding a sadness or a wildness that pulls you in. She might appear in old-style clothes, a soft buckskin dress, or a simple modern dress that flows around her as she moves. She seems gentle. She seems lonely. Her smile is the most powerful tool. She has a soft curve of the lips that promises comfort and joy. She does not jump out from the shadows or scream a warning. Her approach is far more subtle and far more dangerous. You might see her dancing alone in a field of tall grass as the sun sets. Or perhaps you will find her standing by the side of a lonely road, her thumb out as if she needs a ride. The way she moves is graceful, like a deer stepping through the underbrush. She might laugh, a sound that carries on the wind and makes you want to hear it again. Everything about her initial appearance is designed to disarm you, to make you feel safe, and to make you want to get closer to her. But this beautiful vision is a carefully constructed illusion. It is a mask that hides a much older and wilder truth. The deer woman is a shapeshifter, a being who can choose the form she presents to the world. The stories often begin the same way. A man is alone. He is driving down a dark country road late at night. Or perhaps he is walking home from a gathering where he drank too much. He may be a man who has done something wrong. Perhaps he has been unfaithful to his wife, or he has treated women with cruelty and disrespect. He is in a vulnerable state, his judgment clouded by alcohol, loneliness, or guilt. The night is quiet around him, the world asleep. It is in this profound solitude that he first sees her, a figure standing just at the edge of his headlights or in the pale glow of the moon. She does not seem threatening. She looks like she needs help, or maybe she's just enjoying the night air. He stops his car or slows his walk. She smiles at him, a warm and inviting gesture. She might ask for a ride, or she might simply beckon to him with a slender hand. Her voice is soft, a melody that seems to calm his weary mind. He feels a powerful pull toward her, a desire to know who this mysterious woman is. All thoughts of his wife, his home, or his responsibilities begin to fade away, replaced by an overwhelming fascination with this stranger in the dark. He gets out of his car. He walks toward her. They might talk for a while, But soon she will suggest they dance. The world around them seems to transform. The lonely road becomes a grand ballroom under the stars. Music seems to rise from the trees and the earth itself, a hypnotic rhythm that he has never heard before. They begin to dance, slowly at first, and then with more and more energy. The dance becomes wild, frantic, and all-consuming. He is lost in the moment, captivated by her beauty and the magic of the night. The trees seem to lean in, their branches like arms reaching down to watch the spectacle unfold. It is then, in the middle of the wild dance, that he stumbles. He looks down to regain his footing, and his eyes fall upon her feet. He sees the dark, cloven hooves stomping on the dirt in time with the phantom music. In that instant, the illusion shatters. The beautiful woman's face might twist into a terrifying sneer, or her eyes might glow like hot coals. The enchanting music stops, replaced by an unnerving silence. Panic floods his heart. Some tales say she then tramples him under her sharp hooves, leaving him broken on the ground. Others say she simply vanishes, leaving him to go mad from the terror, forever lost in the woods and unable to find his way back to the human world. So that's how the endings go. Well, that's the cruel turn. Unlike entities such as a skinwalker, which are tied to dark magic, the deer woman often represents balance and consequence. In this way, she's closer to a judge than a demon. She is not just a predator. She's a moral force. She is the whisper at the edge of the woods, a voice that asks you to look closer and think harder. Section 4. More than a monster. The keeper of balance. Section 4. More than a monster. The keeper of balance. Section 4. More than a monster. The keeper of balance. It is easy to hear these stories and think of the deer woman as simply an evil monster, a demon who preys on innocent men. But in most native traditions, her role is far more complex and meaningful, not a creature of random chaos, often seen as an agent of justice, a spiritual enforcer, correcting imbalance in the community. She does not come for just any man. She comes for men who have violated a sacred trust, for those who are unfaithful, for those who abuse women, for those who carry arrogance and cruelty in their hearts. She is a consequence, spiritual law. Section 5. Through a modern lens. 3 new views. In our current age, the ancient story of the deer woman is being seen through several new and interesting lenses. One popular modern interpretation frames her as a powerful eco-feminist symbol. She is a spirit of the untamed earth. She is a protector of the wild lands. She is a protector of the feminine principle. She rises up against those who seek to dominate. She rises up against those who exploit. She rises up against those who harm women. She rises up against those who harm nature. Her targets are men who embody toxic masculinity, men who see women and the land as resources. The deer woman becomes a figure of righteous vengeance against patriarchal abuse and environmental destruction. Another modern perspective comes from psychology and folklore studies. Scholars may read her not as a literal being, but as a metaphor for guilt and for internal conflict. In this view, she is a manifestation of a man's conscience, a man who is lost in shame and deceit. The deer woman appears as his psyche confronting his transgressions. The wild dance shows him consumed by his lies, and the hooves are the ugly truth he can no longer hide from. She is the face of his self-destruction, a subconscious way to process and punish failings. A third view, from storytellers and paranormal enthusiasts, embraces her as tangible. This perspective treats old stories as eyewitness accounts. Ghost hunters and cryptozoologists speculate about her nature. Is she a shape-shifting cryptid or unknown species? Is she an interdimensional being? Or is she a true spirit, an elemental force? Section 6. A field guide to the unseen. Warnings and protections. The old stories do more than just tell a tale. They also provide a practical field guide for staying safe. They list clear signs to watch for. The first and most important sign is a sense of unease. If you are alone in the woods or on a deserted road, and you see a lone woman who seems out of place, trust your intuition. If you feel a strange magnetic pull toward her, more like being lured than invited, You should be extremely cautious. Look for eyes that seem to shine in the dark, reflecting light like an animal's eyes. Listen for a voice almost too sweet, or a laugh that sounds a little too perfect. A key warning sign: her presence far from town, deep in the wilderness at night. The most famous warning relates to her feet. Always, if you can, glance at a stranger's feet. Hidden by a long dress, obscured by tall grass, be suspicious. The lore also offers simple, direct protection. The most effective way: live a good life. Treat women with honor and respect. Be faithful to your partner. Do not take from the land without giving thanks. Do not give her a reason to come for you. She is a judge. She seeks those who have done wrong. Live balanced and respectful, and you become invisible to her. This protection comes from within. If you suspect you've met her, there are immediate survival tips. Do not engage. Do not follow her. Do not accept her invitation to dance. Politely refuse and walk away without turning your back if you can. Some say speaking her name can break her power. Others say it will draw her closer, so remain silent. Section 7. The lesson in the Hoofbeats: the weight of respect. In the end, the story of the deer woman is not just about a monster in the woods. It is a profound and enduring lesson about the nature of respect. The tale teaches us that beauty can be a mask. A charming smile, a graceful form can hide a dangerous truth. Look beyond the surface of things, question what seems too perfect, trust your inner voice when it tells you that something is wrong. This is a practical lesson for navigating the world, a world where not everything that looks beautiful is safe. She reminds people that actions have weight. Disrespect has a cost. Respect is a shield, a guide, our safest way home. Share, like, comment, and subscribe our Reaper American Folklores. She is the whisper at the edge of the woods. She belongs to the dusk, day not yet gone and the night not yet fully arrived. To meet her is to face the idea that humanity is not the only force that matters. The hoofbeats in the dark are the sound of accountability drawing near. Live with honor, treat others with compassion, and walk upon the earth with a gentle step. A timeless guardian of balance.